Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit that notification bell, get all the updates. That's it for today's video. So it's Sunday, and I'm trying to do some Cellar Sunday videos too. Really excited for this one. A little sad, I love Weyerbacher. They've had tough go, and I think they are a brewery now again, but I don't see their stuff. But anyway, this is actually an 11-year-old barrel-aged barley wine. So again, it's Weyerbacher. It's called Insanity, ale aged in oak barrels, 11.1% ABV, and I think they might be bourbon specifically, not just oak, but they wrote oak, but I probably should have looked that up before I did the review, but as you guys know, I don't do that. It takes time. Better beer reviewer would do that. You can tell this is super old, not just because I put a 2013 sticker on it when I bought it, but and I incorrectly wax sealed for the first time and just used an unscented candle instead of bottle wax. And this is what this has. All right, so there's still some carbonation after 11 years, so that's good. It looks like a barley wine. I mean, it's got that brown color, but a good amount of red. Not a ton of head, to be fair, but there is some. So again, there's carbonation. It's mostly sticking inside a glass, not too much. In the middle of the beer. But yeah, it's going to see aroma. I can already smell a little bit. It smells good. So many of the dried fruit, the raisins. Let's just do the whole gamut, right? Raisins, here's things I get that are fruit related right off the bat. Raisins, plums, figs, dates, maybe even a little bit of a not an infected way, but cherry a little bit. A little bit of that brown bread, not very sweet, but sweet molasses, some oak. I'm not getting bourbon specifically. Again, I think it's bourbon barrel, even though it says oak, but maybe it is just oak. I'm only getting oak, to be fair. God, this smells awesome. The illusion of those baking spices, which is interesting because I bring this up almost anytime I have a beer that has cinnamon in it, that I think cinnamon's an adjunct that can very quickly and easily, not quickly, but can very easily be overdone in a beer. And one of the ones that really comes to mind is a variant of this one called Insanity that was way too much cinnamon. But you can see from smelling this why they would have been like, hey, we should add some cinnamon to a variant, because it has that illusion of spices. Baking spices. One more time, this smells awesome. I'm super stoked. 11 years, how good this smells. It's about to taste. Cheers. That's still drinking great. Wow, that's good. Wow. At times it's got almost reminds me generically of Christmas hard candies, those ribbons. Going back to some of the fruity stuff, a sweet cherry kind of a candy. Certainly the figs, dates, plums, raisins, all that stuff's there. That brown bread thing is there. The molasses thing's there. Oak, slight vanilla from the oak. Like the aroma and what the bottle says. I don't get bourbon specifically, so maybe I am wrong. It is just oak aged. But I definitely do get the oak, which is nice. And it's not overly done. It's relatively soft, but it's there. And that little bit of vanillin that's kicking out the vanilla is really nice. There's definitely sweet elements to it, but it's not overly sweet. The cherry, you do taste a little bit of the alcohol, which in a style like this, I actually want to do that. I want to taste some of the alcohol. And man, the illusion of baking spices, you almost feel like you're tasting cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. It's like you're right there, but can't quite get to it. So close. Crap, what was I gonna say? The alcohol, the warmth. It's relatively sweet, but the alcohol helps dry it out a little bit. Maybe that's what I was gonna say, because it is true of it. The medicinal. Yeah, the cherry. Even with a little bit of that alcohol, it doesn't go medicinal, which is great. Although, I actually like I don't just drink NyQuil. But if I'm sick and I take some NyQuil, the cherry NyQuil, I don't mind that taste, actually. I don't want it in beer, but I actually don't mind that taste. Just weird thing to admit on the internet. But anyway, but this does not get to that level at all, even with a little bit of alcohol taste. The cherry is just so on point. It's not infected cherry. It's not NyQuil cherry. Just really nice and works well in this beer. Definitely an English style barley wine. I should probably mention that. It's super smooth, huge flavors. Really, my only knock is it's a hair thin. Man, this is good. This is awesome. I think I have at least one more bottle of this. I don't know if it's from the same year, but man, I'm glad I do, no matter what year it is, because this has aged as good as anything else I've ever aged and then had on camera. Have you guys had one before? Weyerbacher recently, whether like a newer release or a vintage one like I'm drinking, anything, or barley wine in general, whatever, guys. Comment section below. Let's get those conversations going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's no hype beer reviews about those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.